and we should be good to go. I'm so excited for you, MaryT. All right. Welcome, you guys. This is Lisa Bischoff, the founder of Fit to Exist. And today I get to have one of my very own friends on here with us. Her name is MaryT. She is going to deliver a brief webinar called Wrangle Your Language to Lasso Fear and Rejection. MaryT is a friend of mine. I met her through Pikes Peak Toastmasters. She's a fellow speaker, trainer, coach, amazing person. Now, her mission is to help you find your authentic voice, especially if you've experienced the pain of shame or rejection that can silence your true self. Through this horse-inspired method, you'll develop communication skills that enhance your presence in the workplace and strengthen your connections within your community. Are you ready to transform your community and communicate and lead? Let's connect and explore how horse wisdom can help you express yourself with clarity, confidence, and authenticity. Now, before we get too far into the webinar, let me just tell you, MaryT is this amazing person. She's a lifelong student of horse and communication professionals. She's done so much. I've heard so many of her different trainings and they're just empowering. And so I'm excited that I get to share those with you guys today. Now, MaryT discovered that horses are exceptional teachers of authentic communication. Who would have thought the horse? By observing and working with these intuitive animals, we can learn to speak with genuine confidence and influence in our personal and professional lives. So MaryT's true mission is to help you find your authentic voice. And we all need that authenticity. And this is especially true if you've experienced pain of shame or rejection that can really just silence your true self, which is what this webinar is about. So I am excited to bring you MaryT as she's going to help you transform your communication. So MaryT, welcome.
Thank you, Lisa. Let's gallop on to the talk. Have you ever felt shame or rejection? Now take a pause as you reflect on your response. Your feelings around shame and rejection can be the same, whether it be in a personal situation or in a business one. For example, I belong to a business networking group that allows its members to give business presentations on our businesses, and I had my chance to give my presentation on business. When I did this, I knew I could have done better. I didn't perform like I wanted to. Even though I received constructive criticism, I still played a negative loop in my head of, I could have done better. I should have done it this way. Or why did I do it that way? It continued to be a negative spiral. So what is shame? Shame, as defined by the best-selling author and researcher Brene Brown, is a painful feeling that can cause you to feel unworthy of love, connection, and belonging. So how does this show up? In people's behavior, it could be like hiding, overdoing, or trying to overcompensate, trying to prove oneself, or disconnecting from relationships. And how this shows up in how we communicate. It can come from a place of self-protection rather than self-expression, anticipating rejection before it even happens, hiding our true thoughts and feelings, and performing rather than being present. What is the solution to this challenge? The horse. The horse's wisdom. Now, when you see this photo of a horse, what words come to mind? Maybe beauty? Attentiveness? How about powerful? Horses they offer us a powerful model of authentic presence and connection. Now, a story I've around this is I volunteer at a barn nearby, to help with the horses. And one of my friends there shared with me a story of her connection around difficult feelings and how the horses helped her. One day, she came to the barn after a hard day of work, and she was just full of shame because her boss had yelled at her and about a certain situation. And what happened is she just decided to just press it down and just jump into the work. And as she was cleaning one of the horse's pens, his name was Renato, and he was quite a spirited horse. But this day, as she was cleaning, he walked quietly behind her and stood. And as she felt his proximity, she could sense his healing presence. Now, she still had to process her shame, but Renato helped her move through that with his presence. Horses offer us a way to be able to have an authentic way of being. This is why the horse as a teacher. These are some of the factors that lend to this. Horses have survived over millions of years as prey animals through their ability to connect, and they can read energy and intention and emotional states with accuracy. They also communicate honestly. They don't have any hidden agendas, and they also live fully in the present moment. Now, presence. This is one of the key language lessons from the horse. When horses are present, they can be swiveling their ears to capture the sounds of their herd around them, or they can be using their eyes to capture the body language of their herd in order to connect. Just like humans who are present and attentive to nonverbal cues can have better understanding of those around them. These connecting tools of listening beyond the words is body language. And body language, specifically around healing with shame or helping with people deal with difficult emotions, is to use more open body language with your hands or leaning forward and showing care and attentiveness. This is especially important when responding with compassion rather than with criticism of maybe closed arms, just closeness of the body or turning away and just showing a lack of care. Further looking at body language, in this scenario, when there is resistance to gain understanding, this man here, of course, has his hands up, trying to tell his story. This woman with her hands turned up as well in another way, and trying to give her story. What they're both trying to come to is a mutual agreement with resistance here. So how do we find the solution? Is through presence by both active listening as well as curiosity. The horse navigates its environment by actively listening and using curiosity to face challenges as well as obstacles when navigating with connecting with its herd. Just as humans can use active listening of gaining information from others, as well as using curiosity to gain understanding in order to navigate the obstacles and the challenges of blocked communication with others. Presence, along with sincerity, forms connections, as well as presence along with genuineness, is a very powerful healing tool. And this definitely helps to counter the shaming self-talk or shaming words toward others that you usually later regret. Now let's practice how it can be more present. In this first exercise, we're going to be using the breath, as many of you have probably done breath work before. But we'll just do simple 2 breaths as an exercise to gain that balance. So let's, as just a practice, let's just breathe in through our nose, breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. 2. After doing this, I know right now I feel a little bit more grounded. And this can help you also feel grounded and maybe more balanced, especially when it comes to engaging in important conversations, especially when it comes around challenging emotions. This second exercise is similar, is noticing physical sensations within your body. And when a person is getting ready to go into a heated conversation with someone else, it's important to step back and release the tension. One way you can do that is acknowledge the tension in the arms and maybe squeeze your arms and then release. And then if it maybe feel tension in your legs, maybe squeeze the legs and then release. And you do these, you can vary, of course, the number of times that you do these things in order to get that sense of balance and your feeling of groundedness and stability in order to respond in a more caring manner to the other person. We can also practice presence with curiosity. And this is done through, as it says, open-ended questions, and this helps reframe defensiveness. These could be questions that are gaining others' perspective. For instance, I'm wondering why they're thinking that way. What is it that I'm not seeing? Or what might be the fear behind their behavior? In addition, when it's your own questioning, open-ended questions for self-blame, it could be saying, how can I learn from this? Like my example at the beginning with the presentation, I finally got to that place of how can I learn from this? And I knew that the next presentation was going to be a better one. It's important to take a learner's mindset here rather than an expert stance saying, I know better, or they're just wrong. It helps ease the tension, and it also makes you a better communicator with others as well. This shared place of presence and being able to communicate with presence by using active listening as well as curiosity. You can build trust through authenticity, trust through acceptance, find connection despite differences, and you can transform shame and rejection into belonging. Now, in this final slide I have is just a reminder for you to apply presence like the horse in your language. Then you will find strength, not from over-controlling yourself or others in attempting to heal shame, but in bringing your full presence as well as your heart in connecting with others and finding common ground. This way you'll find peace with others as well as peace within yourself. Back to you, Lisa.
Thank you, MaryT. That was awesome. Oh my gosh, there's just so much wisdom in there. And if you'd like to connect more with MaryT, you can definitely go to her website, which is www.horsetrainerforhumans.com. And you also put together an amazing PDF, right, as a gift for people here today?
Yes, I did, Lisa, and I know that you have a link down there as well. Basically, it's exercises or questions that you can remember to be more present in your communication with others. So there's 10 different examples on that for you to download if you're interested.
Okay, that is great. Thank you so much for gosh, everything you just shared with us, MaryT, I really appreciate all of that. And, this was, I'll just show this. This is a preview of the PDF that's available. Yeah.
Yes.
That you created. So if you go to fit2exist.com/MaryT-1, there is this that's got the 10 different tools, practices in there to use that she just went over in this webinar. So again, encourage you guys, go down there, download it. We're not trying to get your information or anything. You literally
Right.
go to this website and click download, or you can just view it there and take your notes, and hopefully you find some value of that. And excited for all of you guys that just joined us. And if you are watching this on a replay and you want to connect with either of us, you can find me at fit2exist.com. I'm Lisa Bischoff. And if not, you can go find MaryT at her horsetrainerforhumans.com. And again, we both would love to connect with you, and look forward to maybe meeting you in person sometime. So thank you again, MaryT, for everything you just shared with us. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you. And I just want to thank you, Lisa, for your generosity in allowing me to share today. Lisa just definitely models care and generosity toward others. So thank you.
Well, thank you, MaryT. And I know you put a lot of work into this, and I'm very much a big believer in collaborating and co-elevating, especially when I meet people that really want to just help other people be better. And you have, amazing training and content to deliver to people, and it needs to get out there to the world. So thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.